Definitely stay in control of your emotions today. It's starting to get warm outside now. So something that you want to take in consideration is your patience for people. Have patience. I'm telling you right now, have patience. It is no reason for you to be going off edge, losing your cool and losing your job. Keep your cool. That's all I'm asking. Keep your cool. Because right now it's getting warm. People are on the edge. People losing their job. People laid off. People trying to figure it out. And when you're trying to figure it out, sometimes your mind, your brain is a little bit off balance to the point where as though you can't quite think right. So be patient with people. Keep it moving. You see somebody in a bad position or a bad predicament, keep it moving. Leave them alone. If you ask somebody, yo, what's up? Yo, how you feeling? And they respond to you in a way where it was so negative to the point you can end up getting into something. Yo, keep it moving. All right? You're going to have to stay in control of your emotions. You cannot control anybody else in this lifetime. You can only control you. Stay within your guidelines. It is no reason for you to go off edge and tend to think you're going to do something to somebody and nothing is going to happen back to you. That's not how the life works. If you do something to somebody, you're going to lose your job. If somebody do something to you, you might not make it back home, or you're going to end up leaving home and not returning back home the same way you left. All right? Keep that in mind. Because right now, the way that the economy is working right now, it's working against you. It's not working for you. So whoever you looking at that you voted for, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. At the end of the day, anyone that's in a lazy mindset right now and that thinks the world owes them something, they don't. You only owe yourself something. You're the person that have to look yourself in the mirror and see yourself in a different light. You're the one that have to motivate yourself. Can't nobody motivate you but yourself. If you need motivation from other people, you're going to fall short. You are definitely going to fall short in this lifetime, because at the end of the day, when you got bills that have to get paid, you got mortgages due, you got credit card bills that's skyrocketed. No one is going to take care of this for you. You got school debt. Everything is stacked against you right now. Ain't nothing right now is made out to be in your favor. Not to say that it's good or bad, but at the same time, it kind of make you kind of look at your life and actually re-energize yourself to actually do better things. It's going to cause you to buckle down and actually look at money at a time where as though we was living in an atmosphere where as though a lot of times people didn't respect money. Well, right now, this is the time that you have to respect money. If you don't give money respect, it will disrespect you back and show that we're not going to be your friend and stay in your pocket so you can be able to do something productive with it. It is not. Your bills are so high right now, it's making you actually overly spend. Unnecessary. Out of your favor. Let your bills are high. So I don't care what nobody tell you. Keep your emotions in control. When you feel like you're about to go off the edge, don't. It's not worth it. I'm out here, I'm working, and right now you're starting to see people drive all types of ways, like they cutting you off, people mad aggressive. You can roll the window down, snap out, but what's it gonna do? It ain't gonna do nothing but energize you to want to do something to somebody. And then if something does happen, then what? Who gets the short end of the stick? Both parties or one party? Doesn't matter. It's going to turn into a situation that didn't have to go that far. Right now, even with people saying smart remarks to you, sometimes you might go somewhere, somebody say something, or they don't hold the door, you about to walk through the door, and then the door shut and you run right into it. Your instincts is to snap out. But guess what? You got something to live for, you're not going to snap out. You know why you're not going to snap out? Because it's more to risk. You got more to lose, especially if you have a household to obtain, kids to take care of. Your kids got to be able to be comfortable. And comfortability is everything. And I'm talking about comfortable, not buying toys, not giving all the things that they want to have, not watching a commercial, thinking on that commercial that they need to have every toy. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a kid being able to eat, sit down at the table, be able to enjoy their family, their mom or dad. Like, you don't want to get to a point where as though you don't care about life. You got to care. You got to care. Even if you don't have that much care in your heart for others, you got to care. Care for the people that you got to take care of. That's what's going to make you stay in line. Keep your emotions in line. Keep them intact. Keep them intact, whereas though you're not going to be able to see yourself going down the wrong alleyway, thinking you're going to do something to somebody, all because of your emotions. Keep those emotions intact. Keep them intact. I repeat that because I know how easy it is to go off the edge. You might got situations with your boss. A lot of us got problems with our bosses. I'm not saying I do, but a lot of people got problems with their bosses or some of their co-workers. And they can tend to go off the deep end and say something crazy, say something fly to you, whereas though it can cause you to just snap out and now you're choking somebody out. You know, it's not too far removed from not long ago when somebody actually went up in a job. I'm not going to say where at, but I remember seeing a person end up coming back to the job and they unlived a couple people all because they got let go. But then you find out they was actually, I don't want to call it bullying, but in a way, you know what I mean, just because you're grown up, you can still be bullied. But at the same time, bullying has a little bit more, it go a lot further when you are grown up. Because when you're grown ups, you don't have nobody to really run back to take up your battles, because when you're grown, you got to take up for yourself. Other people got other stuff going on. Your friends are not just jumping over the fence or going out there on a limb to do something to somebody, because we're not kids. Once you become that grown up adult, does not matter who you are. Big or tall, small or big, it don't matter. Woman or man. When you start doing something to people, you do not know the reaction that's about to come your direction. And trust me and believe me, you don't want to play that game, because that's not a game that everybody's going to be able to go home to. You know, some going to make it home, some not. Some going to make it to prison, some not. Some going to be able to escape free, but at the end of the day, they're going to be looking over their shoulder like, damn, I wonder if somebody going to come for me. You know, you never know. That's why you stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, keep your emotions intact. Even if you feel yourself going off the deep end, take a walk or leave the situation. Things get too disrespectful, especially when you at work. This is advice right here that I'm about to say. It's for people that's working a job and you have an issue that's so bad to the point you feel like you're being targeted. That's what legal is for. Legal or HR, that's what that's for. Use it, utilize it, make a paper trail. But don't let people set you up and put you in a predicament where as though you're going to crash out to the point where as though you're not going to be able to gather yourself to get back to Route 1 no more, because you done went down the road whereas though you can't return back to. And when I say you can't return, once you do something to somebody, or you say the wrong thing, or you put a threat, anything likely to happen. I don't care what nobody tell you. So many people out here that say today, I will never do that, I'll never go for that. And those be the people that go for it. It's the ones that's quiet most of the time. That's why a lot of times, man, you got to be cautious of talking about co-workers. And this right here is something I think is very important. I think people got to stop talking about people behind their back. If you don't like somebody, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Hear me when I tell you, leave them alone. Because if you don't leave people alone, they will end up going there with you. They're going to meet you where you thought you was going to go. And then you're going to find out very quickly, I should have left them alone. Everybody is not made to be played with. That's why you got to balance yourself out and be able to mind your business. Take care of your business. Take care of what goes on in your household. Don't worry about other people's household. Because right now, we are in a world right now where you're seeing a lot of people going through all type of emotions right now. People are losing their homes, their cars, their businesses. You're seeing more businesses fold. And it's not a joke. This ain't a joke. This ain't a joke that whereas though you wake up one day and be like, damn, how did store close? They closed because they was already leading to that. It was already in the making, because they already start going underwater. Anything that gets taken from somebody, it was already being set up to go that route. So don't think that these situations are happening out of nowhere. They're not happening out of nowhere. It's not just that we might wake up and see it differently. But when you own something or you have something, it's a setup for that. Payments get behind. Anything that gets behind is going to have a debt that has to be paid. And that's with anything. I even realized that later on in life. A lot of times you ignore a lot of things in life. We are now in the era now in the economy that anything that you thought you forgot about, it's going to knock on the door. It's going to knock on the door and it's going to be ready to collect. Full payment or partial, but you're going to pay it all. We're going to do a payment arrangement. Does not matter what you think you're going to do, how you think you're going to get over. Nah, we're in a different era now. It's no more free handouts. You're seeing so many things being taken up for granted. Now we are at a stage where as though we can't even get both parties to even come together, man and woman, to come together. It's probably why you're seeing so many people falling apart. Finances, the financial mindset today has to be the viewpoint that you have to be able to get your business done. I don't care what nobody tell you. Money's not everything, but it's majority. If you don't have it, you will be out here on the street and you will not be able to take care of your livelihood, of taking care of your kids and being able to do the things with them to make memories. Memories are not sitting in a tent. So hopefully, you know what I mean, stay blessed and do what you got to do and get on your grind. All right?